I gotta be honest with you, son. We're in the centre of the Earth, and there are lizard men.
Welcome to About Time, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm Stephen, and I've been a Doctor Who fan since 2005.
And I'm Ben, and I've never seen the show before.
Now we're watching and discussing every episode of the revived series. And quite frankly, it's about time. Hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
How are you?
Alright,
Yeah?
I'm pissed off.
Oh dear. Because of Doctor Who?
Yes.
Yeah, there is a monumental event in this episode.
Monumental? No, I don't like it. I don't like that they killed Rory off.
I know.
It's got to be like a little stunt though.
What do you mean?
Like he's going to come back.
But how could he come back?
Something to do with the crack.
But regardless of the crack, he's dead. He got shot and died.
But no, he's not dead, is he?
Well, you can believe what you
But
want to
no, I
believe.
hate it!
I know.
This was like a little bit like a long-winded episode.
Oh, yeah, I don't like the episode, I'll be honest.
I think like this could have been like, the whole thing could have been boiled down into one episode, I think.
By the way, we, on our last recording, we forgot to rate the last one.
Yeah.
I asked you at the time, after we recorded, and you said 3 stars for that one. So that was Anywho.
Yeah.
I think I'll give it the same.
Anywho.
And then at the end of this, we can talk about what we rate this one.
Yeah. They are cold-blooded.
Yeah.
And they murdered Rory in cold blood.
Yeah, or rather...
Alea got murdered in cold
Alea
blood.
got murdered in cold blood.
With a tase gun!
Yeah. They're not human. They have a different constitution. It might... You know, those things are designed to be used on humans.
But they're Homo-reptilia.
You just got to go with it. I think there's lots of weak things about this story.
But then they're like, they've got human hands and they've got human skeleton.
And human faces.
Yeah. I would have given them tails.
Okay.
And they have like little slivery tongues that come out, like, and they use them as whips.
They do, yeah.
And then the man stayed downstairs and Noreen decided to stay down with him.
Yes. So they're going to go into hibernation for 1,000 years.
Yeah, so they can bridge.
Yeah. So does Nazarene not have any family?
No, her life's work.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean she doesn't have any family or friends on the surface.
Can do. Like, she's of a maturer age.
Yeah.
She probably never married, never had children.
Yeah.
She devoted herself to her work.
Yeah.
And they'll probably just think that she just died in the explosion.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, sad.
And it's quite nice because, yes, she wants to stay down because she's found the life's work, but then also, like, she loves Tony.
Yeah.
And Tony loves her.
Yeah.
And Tony was turning into a reptile.
Well, he was mutating, but they didn't say into what.
But then she said he was dying.
Yeah.
I think, Chibnall, you're not very good at plotting the holes, are you?
Speaking of which, I noticed something here. Maybe it's me, I've missed something, but you know in the beginning of this one when Amy and Mo were exploring?
Yeah.
And they found the, like, shafts where they go up.
When they were in the hibernation pockets, yeah.
And Amy said, oh, yeah, that must be some sort of powered transport discs. That must be how they came up to the surface. But how does she know they came up to the surface? Because she would already been sucked down into the earth by then and was in this glass box. Maybe I missed something, but I don't think she should know that. And then, we found out that the Silurians originally went into hibernation because of the moon coming into orbit of the earth.
Yeah.
And they thought it was something dangerous.
Yeah. But they're very advanced for their age.
Well, yeah.
And it's a bit like, well, the moon came into alignment when... just shortly after the Big Bang.
No.
Yeah?
No.
The Big Bang happened.
The universe is a lot older than the Earth and the moon.
But then I'm pretty sure the moon came into when the Earth was not... It was just like a rock.
I don't know.
Just that doesn't...
But you'd like to think they'd have researched that and it kind of makes sense.
I just think they just write anything because they know that people eat it up.
No. If you know anything about Doctor Who fans, they're going to nitpick.
Oh, it's a shame I'm not a Doctor Who fan. I would have fitted right in.
Well, you are, because yesterday you sent me a Doctor Who meme.
I didn't.
You did.
I didn't.
Or was it the day before? You were like, you sent me this meme, and I You were upstairs, I was downstairs, and I replied to it. I was like, what is happening? You're sending Doctor Who memes. And I just heard this distant, no, from upstairs.
Yes, no. I can't even remember the Doctor Who meme now.
Oh, it was Defying Gravity of the Dalek going up the stairs.
Oh, that's because I'm a Wicked fan.
Yeah.
And you're a Doctor Who fan. So
Yeah.
I'm Wicked, you're Doctor Who, so we push it through. And you love Wicked at the moment.
I do. So, what do you want to talk about? What sticks out to you in this episode?
Cheap shot at Rory.
Oh, what, him
I
dying?
think I might have to Google it, see if he comes back.
Well, you're not supposed to Google anything Doctor Who related.
Because I'm a bit like, I thought they'd get married.
Well, that was the plan, wasn't it? But I forgot. When we started this recording, I was going to pretend that I didn't know who Rory was when you started talking about him, because he's been erased from time. I was going to be like, who? But I forgot to do it.
That bit would have annoyed me. Infuriated me.
Who? What? Who's Rory? Arthur Darvill? Don't know who you mean.
You're rude.
Anyway.
Arthur Darvill. He can Arthur Darvill me.
You like him then?
Yeah, he's with his little gilet on.
I know.
He's so cute.
He is cute. Also, you know, in the flashbacks,
he's aged well.
You know when Amy was having her little memories of him at the end, and they were walking in the park,
Yeah.
and he tripped over. He's got these really skinny jeans on. Yeah, he looks good.
Anybody who wants to get on Stephen's side, is wear skinny jeans.
I'm such a millennial.
I went to a work do a couple of weeks ago. Apparently, I can't talk about Christmas, but I'm going to talk about it anyway.
Okay.
I went to a work do many moons ago.
AKA the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I put an outfit on.
Oh my God, Ben.
And Stephen said I look like a 70s porn star. And he said my bulge was on display.
I did not say that.
You did.
Did I?
You did. You pointed it out.
Well, you were wearing what? White jeans, was it? Or
yes.
cream jeans. Yeah. This shirt. Oh. And you were like, yeah.
I want to experiment my fashion in 2025.
Yeah. I felt like such a stereotypical like husband and you with a wife. Like you kept coming down the stairs going, option number 1 and your outfit. And then I just didn't know what to say. And then you went upstairs and came back down. Option number 2. I'm like, yeah, wear whatever you want to wear, apart from the 70s porn star outfit. And in the end, you went with something more traditional.
Yeah, wear some beige tan jeans and a
Christmas
shirt
jumper.
and a Christmas jumper that says Meowie Christmas.
Yeah, but anyway, podcast world, it's not Christmas anymore. I want to talk about Ambrose.
Ugh, what a fucking bitch.
She is a bitch.
They try to redeem her, but like I'm a bit like...
I don't think they tried to redeem her.
Yeah, they did.
How?
You can do better and all this. And like...
No, he was talking about her son, saying, bring up your son to be better. Bring up your son to be the best of humanity because you couldn't be. Or something like that.
Yeah, the thing is though, desperate people do desperate things.
I know, I understand that.
And
let's face it, Alea was provoking it. She wanted
Alea
wanted
it. Alea wanted to be that martyr.
to start the war, yeah.
Yeah, she was like...
If Ambrose had a knife, Alea probably would have flung herself on it.
Well, she did.
Yeah.
She flung herself on the tase gun.
Yeah.
I still think to myself, like, tase gun? Really?
Well, you have to get over that. But yeah, at the end there, when the doctor was talking to Ambrose about bringing up her son, you just randomly said, I hate the doctor. He's a see you next Tuesday. I don't understand why.
Because he let Rory die.
But that's got nothing to do... He couldn't help it.
Yes, he should have grabbed Ambrose, threw her inside the blazer, and like literally just like... No, it just felt like the shock of no shock.
Rory was trying to save the doctor. He jumped in front of the doctor.
That's the reason. Doctor is like a wrecking ball.
And the doctor can regenerate. Rory doesn't know that, probably, but...
Yes, the doctor could have just took the beam.
Yeah.
No, it just like... And Amy's now forgotten him. And then like, the engagement ring is now on the floor of the TARDIS, and he didn't even pick it up. But he looked at it like...
So what does that mean to you?
I think it's got an emotional connection, which I mean that he can bring him back.
Okay. So I think this thing with the ring ties into what I was talking about a few episodes ago. Remember the duck pond?
Yeah.
And there's never any ducks in it. And this whole thing about cause and effect. And so my theory is that...
Well, you know what happens.
No, but my way of interpreting it is you've got cause and effect, and like with the time crack, you can erase the cause of something, but the effect will still remain. So the engagement ring is only there because Rory bought it for Amy. And now Rory has never existed, but the engagement ring is still there.
Oh.
So how is it still there?
Because they can bring him back.
Well,
They can. So basically, the Doctor's what he's got to do. He's got to open up He's got to open up the sonic screwdriver, and inside is a sonic sewing needle with sonic thread.
okay.
And he's got to go gently. He's got to stitch up time with a thread and some sonic thread, and he's got to attach it to the TARDIS, and he's got to go through time to pull it tight.
Oh, to close up the cracks.
Yeah.
Oh. And also, speaking of which, so the Doctor put his hand in the crack, so to speak. So how could he do that, first of all, without it being dangerous for him?
How does his hand not get erased from time?
Exactly.
And memory?
Yeah.
Like, and how did the strings of light not attach to his arm?
I know, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. And then it's like, oh look, it's a piece of the TARDIS.
Yeah, it's a piece of the TARDIS. It's a shard of the
God.
TARDIS. It's a shardis.
He's just got a fucking brand new one, babes. Let's not break it now.
Okay,
Can't
so
look
what-
after nice things, can he?
What do you make of that shard of the TARDIS?
The TARDIS is involved in this explosion that is cracking through time.
Okay.
And maybe it's Dalek related, but we've already seen a Dalek episode, so maybe it's not.
Why would it be Dalek related?
Could be Cybermen related. We haven't seen them yet.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a new race, like the Blob Bots or Blob Bots.
Mm. We've been a while, actually. We haven't recorded for a while, so do you remember what other hints we've had coming up in the series?
No, not really.
So that
Well, she was a kissogram with a short skirt.
yeah, no, but River said that there's something about the Pandorica.
Pandora's box.
Yeah, which
Things coming out.
you said something about that, yeah.
You know Stephen Moffat, did he write coupling?
Yes.
Yes.
We watched the first episode of that.
Well, I watched 2/3 of it and then I went upstairs because I was like, this is shit. Very of its time. And it's just like, it's not a family comedy, is it?
Oh no.
Because
It's all about sex.
he literally wrote, it said the UK's answer to Friends. It's like, this ran for 4 series, 6 episodes each. Friends ran for 10 series, 22 episodes each.
Yeah.
I'm a bit like, not really.
I've heard it gets better as it goes on, but I can't really be bothered to watch it.
And like, there was a scene of it where like literally it was just like the door was rocking because they were having sex in a bathroom cubicle.
Yeah.
I'm like, puke.
Yeah.
Who would have a sex in an unsanitary place like that?
Oh, it happens.
Stephen, I went to uni and this girl dropped out, I kid you not, because she gave someone a blowjob on the dance floor and was recorded and they uploaded it to Facebook.
Well, that's awful. But she shouldn't have been doing it in a public place.
No, she was off her face and he was off his face.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you could get harder with the amount of...
But that's...
I wasn't there. I was at uni.
Oh, sure.
I was like...
You heard about
I
it.
didn't go out.
But yeah, they could have gone to a slightly more private place like a toilet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But the thing is, though, students do weird things. They egg each other on.
Humans do weird things.
Yeah.
So we've got a few different Silurian characters. We've got Restak, who was the...
Oh, the bitch.
The sister...
What's the version? What's a female snake called?
A snake?
A sliver. A slink.
A female snake is just a snake, Ben.
What about the male snake called?
A snake.
No, I don't agree with you.
What? What's a female human called? A human.
Female.
Surely not every animal has that, where they're like, there's a male and a female version.
Ben Googles.
What's it called?
Female snake.
Thank you.
What a twat you are sometimes.
What? I didn't do anything.
You're
I
so
just said what I thought.
pretentious.
What? You're the one who was adamant.
Yes, it should have a name. Like, I'm going to call them slinks from now on, and the male snake can be called snakes.
Okay, whatever.
Like, female cats are called cats, and male cats are called toms. Male dogs are called dogs. Opposites.
But female dogs are called bitches.
Yes. What a marvellous world we live in.
What a marvellous world we live in.
What a lovely world we live in.
Okay. I'm watching Gilmore Girls still.
Ugh,
And-
I don't want to know.
Yeah, but I just have to say that Lorelai reminds me of you.
Oh.
I'm sure she has ADHD and she's very much like you. And then I was watching one the other day where, I've already told you this, but pretend I haven't. Lorelai was going out for the evening and Rory was going to study and she's like, oh good, it'll be quiet. Lorelai's like, what, you saying it's not quiet when I'm at home? And Rory said, well, at least I won't have you singing your Rory's studying songs in the background.
That is so funny!
You fucking knob.
Oh, no, I should have hit that again. Tell that again. That's such a good joke.
I don't know how to get out of that. How to edit around that.
You can't. It's funny. Basically, you told me beforehand.
Yeah, anywho.
Anywho.
So we're going to talk about Restak, the snake.
Ugh, what a bitch.
Yeah. And
She was
obviously-
like, she had the war. She was bored.
Yeah.
She was bored and she just wanted something to do.
Yeah.
And so she was just like, do you know what?
Yeah. But I think she's a parallel to Ambrose, like in that both sides have bad apples.
Yes.
Um,
But the thing is, though, isn't it funny? Like, if Rory had just not given Ambrose her time to watch Alea, then she would have been alive.
Yeah, but how was he to know that? She should have been better. But
I will say this. I will say this. Mothers
I know there's
do
a protective-
very, very,
yeah.
very desperate things when their children are involved.
Yeah.
Like you talk about a lioness.
Mm.
A lioness will defend their cub,
Mm-hmm.
or a bear will defend their cubs.
Yeah.
But that is what she was doing. Was she right? No, she wasn't. And if it was a human that she did that to, she would feel very differently.
Yeah. But like Alea said, she knows one of them is going to kill her. And she said she even knew which one it was going to be.
Because
you could see, because she had the most
to
lose. Yeah.
And yeah, she was the most desperate.
Yeah. Her husband and her son had both been taken, and her dad had been infected. She had the most personal, like, interest.
Yeah. Oh my god, Stephen bought Stray and it's weird.
Oh, the game.
Yeah, it's weird. I watched him play it the other bit. It's like,
I quite like it, and I love cats.
yeah.
And so if anyone who doesn't know, it's basically a platform game in which you are a stray cat.
I wouldn't platform very loosely.
I think it is.
I would put that platform very loosely. Would you call Lara Croft a platform?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's like a cat, and the cat just like randomly stepped on a keypad and can unlock a door. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's a bit
weird.
It's dystopian and sci-fi-ish, but
And then there's this little robot which
yeah. But I just think it's such a great idea for a game, because if you think about it, like, life from the point of view of a cat is a platform game. Like, everything's a ledge.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so funny because everything you jump up on, if there's an object on it, like a cup or something, it will just get knocked over, like cats always do in real life. It's funny.
It's weird.
I love it. Anyway, not wishing to sound patronising, but did you realise that Restak and Alea was the same actress?
I was thinking they looked very similar.
Yeah.
And that would make sense now, because he said she is in your gene pool.
Yeah, they're
gene
part
link.
of the same family, aren't they? Yeah.
Like they are the.
They're almost like, we're not clones, but
They are clones.
yeah, I guess.
Clones, but not clones.
Yeah.
Like, clones can have their own personalities.
Yeah, and but they did look slightly different. The makeup was slightly different.
Yeah, she had brown
She had
streaks
brown
in
bits,
her,
yeah.
her-
But I'm wondering if is it solely to, show the connection and the family connection, or is it partly a money-saving thing that they only had to do the prosthetics on one actress instead of two? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it
like-
probably
I don't know.
helped the thing, and they
Yeah.
probably But the thing is, though, I think it works.
Yeah, it does
If you're going
work,
to say if you're in the gene link, then it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, she's very good, Neve McIntosh. What other Silurians did we have then that you want to talk about?
I like the Doctor.
What, Malachi?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a problem.
Oh, this is so boring, this episode.
Okay, why are you saying that?
Because, like, it would have been so interesting to be like, hey, we're going to give you the Sahara
Yeah.
for now. You can live in the Sahara and all that. And I was just thinking, like, yes, this is great. This is actually like splintering it off from reality.
Mm.
And I really like that. I thought that'd be great.
So you would have liked it if they had come to an agreement and
100%.
yeah. See, I'm not sure because
You're boring, that's why.
no, for me,
it takes it away from reality, and that's what's so good about Doctor Who.
that is pretty much what I was going to say, but yeah. Not in that voice. Anyway, yeah, I just don't know how that would have affected things going forward if they'd done that. Yeah, I don't think it was ever believable really that they were going to go down that route. Something was always going to go wrong.
No, I think it should have.
But again, if they had done that, that's a much, much bigger story than they had time to tell here, because, like, the people up on the surface, the governments of the world and stuff, like, they've got to accept that.
What you do.
It could have become almost a Torchwood thing. Like, could have been like Children of Earth, like political stuff. That could have been interesting. So we are getting a spin-off, I think, this year, about the Sea Devils, who are related to the Silurians.
Are they mermaids?
No, they're basically like Silurians, but they're just a bit more fishy. But I'm curious to see how that's going to pan out, if there's going to be anything like that.
What an awful name.
What?
Sea Devil.
Oh, it is. Well, that's not their official name, it's what they're known as. So it's a bit of a slur.
Aquasuri.
I don't know if they have an actual name. Maybe in the spin-off we'll find out. So, Malachi, the doctor, the scientist.
Yeah.
Did you like him?
He was gentle and he was only curious.
That's the thing. Like, the thing is, though, I have a problem with it because do you remember in the first part he was dissecting the man while he was conscious?
Yeah.
And then the doctor goes, "Oh, do you know what? I rather love you."
But he healed him.
Yeah, but he was cutting open a man while he was conscious and probably not giving him an anaesthetic. So that he did a bit of a U-turn there. And then he got shot anyway.
She said, "You are a really good scientist.
But this is war."
She couldn't win on her own, so she had to overpower them with... But then the doctor just has this stick that just breaks any weapon.
Yeah.
Bit OP, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah. I really like the bit... I don't think you saw it because I think you were looking away. But you know when Elliot wakes up and then Mo's like, "Well, I got to be honest with you, son. We're in the centre of the earth. And there are lizard men." And then Elliot looks behind him and then Malachi's just in the doorway and he does this little sort of wave and he's like, "Hi." It's just really funny to me.
Because I said, "Centre of the earth, I don't think so, babes. The planet still needs a core."
Yeah, I think he was being exaggerated.
No! You can't exaggerate that.
You're so pedantic.
There's centre and off-centre.
Okay.
You're probably in the core mantle.
I don't know. I thought they were still in the crust somewhere, to be honest, just far down.
No.
Because when they were drilling, they were only drilling through the crust. They hadn't got down to the mantle, and the drill was about to hit their.
But the mantle is where they are.
Do you think?
Yeah.
So they're surrounded by magma. I don't know.
Yes. Didn't you see the magma?
Where?
When they saw the city.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. 1 point to Ben.
Okay, well done. Then we've got Eldane. We
bowed down to him.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love how imaginative Chris Chibnall was with naming him because he's like the elder. He called him Eldane.
Yeah, and I'm just a bit like, he has a human hand when he does this. And I'm a bit like, really?
They all do.
Could you not have slivery hands?
Yeah.
Like dragon hands, like thin and pointy.
Yeah. Oh, you've just reminded me what they remind me of. This is really niche, but in Crash Bandicoot, there's these Komodo dragon bosses who are like brothers, and they look like what the Silurians look like in this.
Oh.
So yeah, they're like negotiations around the table.
It's a bit like the humans are playing like finders keepers, losers weepers. We were there, babes. We're here.
Yeah.
We outnumber you.
Because who actually does have the rightful claim to it?
No one. No one has the rightful claim to Earth.
Yeah, but you can see it from the Silurians' point of view that...
And the thing is, though, like, we don't really work together in this, as this race of humans.
Where they are all working together.
For a common goal, we don't really do that.
Oh, well, yeah, but remember the doctor said there's different tribes of Homo reptilia, and he's met one tribe before, and this is a different tribe. So there are lots of different pockets of them.
Oh. What tribe is this called?
Don't know.
The Slinky Dinkies.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
They slink around in their dinkies.
What's the dinky?
Their underwear.
Oh. I'd have to rewatch that. Don't remember that bit.
If a humanoid alien came to Earth and they were like quite handsome, but they had reptilian skin, I mean, you could see how handsome they were. Let's put it this way: Timothy Chalamet was now a reptilian man.
Okay.
And
can we say Jonathan Bailey instead?
Jonathan Bailey, now reptilian man.
Okay.
And he is like, would you still boink him?
I think I would, if I was given the chance.
Stephen, you find Crash Bandicoot attractive, so yeah, you would boink anything with 2 legs.
Okay, so choose someone that you think's attractive.
I don't have an idea.
Nathan Fillion.
Oh, Nathan Fillion now or Nathan Fillion in the early 2000s?
Yeah, then.
Late 2000s. Yeah, both of them probably.
Okay, so if he was reptilian, would you boink him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that bad?
What?
To admit that you would have sex with an alien?
No, I think a lot of people would.
Yeah, I suppose it depends if
They are humanoid.
Yeah, if they're able to consent.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then he just told them to set their alarm for 1,000 years' time, and told the humans to spend the next 1,000 years spreading the word. I don't think that's going to happen.
No, of course it's not. And
And Elliot's just like, yeah, I get you.
he can try.
Yeah. What is one 10-year-old boy going to do? Even when he grows up?
He's not going to always be a 10-year-old.
No, but when he grows up, he's
he could start a...
going to sound like one nutcase, isn't he?
And what happens if they wake up early again?
Well, yeah. It's probably worth pointing out as well that, yeah, this is a sci-fi story, but it's an allegory as well, for the kind of conflicts that we have on this planet, like the Middle East, particularly.
Yeah.
Someone who has dispute over who owns the right to this piece of land, because we think we do and they think they do.
Yeah.
And I suppose
the thing is, they might have thought about this. It's just so it's so idiotic. It's just as a world, we don't own it.
No.
We may have populated it, but we don't own it.
No.
The rightful owners who made it could come back and say, "Oh, you're just fucking garden pests and exterminate us."
Yeah.
Because that's what we're doing.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the fact that the episode then ended with the issue not being resolved is quite apt, because
what issue?
Well, the issue of who is going to take ownership of the planet, and are they going to share it and all that.
The thing is, the amount of times that the Earth has been destroyed. The Earth went all the way over across the universe, and the Silurian people down below didn't know about it.
Yeah, they didn't wake up.
Talk about sleeping
Must
through.
be deep sleepers, yeah. But actually, it's a good question now. Did the Earth actually travel across space? Because remember, Amy couldn't remember it because of the cracks. So has that event now been erased?
Don't know. Why is Amy so special?
What do you mean?
I feel like this storyline is linked to her somehow.
The cracks?
Yeah.
Because it was on her bedroom wall?
Yeah. And Patient Zero came out.
Prisoner Zero. Yeah, well, we've got 4 episodes left of the season.
Oh, so it should round up soon. So 2 singles and 1 double.
That's correct, yeah. And I'm bracing myself to tell you what the next one is.
What is it?
Do you remember when we first got together?
No.
And you said...
Absolutely.
You said you would watch one episode.
No, absolute. I slept... No, I'm not.
Ben fell asleep.
What a pile of shit. You can watch that one on your own. I'll just talk about what I can remember.
No.
Yeah. We'll talk about it now. I remember Amy and the Doctor going to see Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh was having stresses. And
that's putting it mildly.
Yeah, and did he have artist block?
Well, you can't remember, so...
And he didn't lose his ear by cutting it off. He lost his ear by an alien cutting it off.
No! You're making up bollocks now. Yeah. So long story short, I put that on. I chose it because Ben is interested in art, and I thought because it's an episode about an artist, he might like it.
You were trying to woo me.
Yeah, and what happened? You fell asleep. Anywho. So you gave the last one 3 stars. What are you going to give this one?
2.
2 stars.
Puke, puke, puke.
Puke, puke, puke.
Puke, 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 because it was long-winded and not needed.
I think I agree. I think I'm going to give it 2 as well.
Puke, puke, puke.
I'm just... In terms of Doctor Who episodes, I just don't really rate Chris Chibnall as a writer. Yeah, it's funny because he wrote some really good episodes of Torchwood, and he showran it. But when it comes to Doctor Who, I just
this is a different kettle of fish. This is you've got to find a happy medium between children's TV and adult TV. It's got to be okay for children, but it's got to be gripping for adults to watch. That balance is hard.
It is hard, evidently. So we are coming towards the end of our episode. At this point, I would like to read a lovely message that we got from Laurie.
Hi, Laurie.
I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, please let me know. But Laurie says, "Hi, Stephen and Ben. I've been a Doctor Who fan for about 6 years, and I just love listening to your podcast. You guys remind me of some of my college friends, and I feel like we would have hung out together if we'd met at university. It's been really fun reliving the episodes vicariously through you and hearing your takes on the show, both the good and the bad aspects. I always have to laugh when Ben gets all worked up about the terrible parts, so I thought it was brilliant that your new rating system incorporates his expressions. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I'm loving the show. Thanks so much for doing it."
Do they know that Rory died?
Well, presumably, yeah, they've
But
seen
they
it.
can't love the show that much then.
Well, people die in TV shows, Ben.
Yeah.
And only in Doctor Who do they get erased from time, so they never existed in the first place.
He did exist.
Hmm?
He did exist.
No.
Because Amy's going to find the ring and remember him.
You'll have to wait and see. Thank you for that message, Laurie.
It's nice to think that people think that we would hang out with people.
Yeah, if you know us, we would not hang out with anybody because we're just both so antisocial.
My battery does get drained very quickly.
It does. Anywho, it is now time for everyone's favourite part. Patreon, 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 shout-outs. Patreon, 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 shout-outs. Is there a voice I can do for this one?
Just do your own voice.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll have a bit of a break from voices this week. But we would very much like to thank all our current patrons, which are as follows. Louisa, Philip, Northerly, Jason, Tom, Louis, Michael, Verna, Heather, Benny, Caleb, Monica, Amber, Jess, Kaylee, Kieran, Jay, Owen, Natalie, Imogen, Sarah, Aaron, Jake, Janie, Elijah, Scott, Tony, and Nat.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, you are all very, very dear to us, and your contributions help us out more than you know in life. So if you'd like to express your enjoyment of the podcast in that way, you know where you can find the page.
So that's episode 90 done.
Indeed. We will be back next week with episode 91.
We're not watching that episode. We are not watching it.
We're going to have a discussion. So stay tuned for the cliffhanger of whether I can convince Ben to watch that episode.
Stay cool, stay safe, stay fantastic!